Remember the wait times at the HCA East Florida Hospital emergency rooms, average in the single digits, less than 10 minutes. Just go to hcaeastflorida.com. Where are we? Well, we're still at the Fruit and Spice Park. We're inside the Mango Cafe. This is a wonderful, old-fashioned, gorgeous, small-roomed cafe that serves wonderful food, as you can see in front of me. Jim rejoins us, and he's eaten here a million times. And the chef is my new friend, Afia Kadir. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
What have you brought us?
Well, today we have our bestseller, which is our Florida lobster roll.
Right?
We have our Cuban sandwich panini style, and then we have our Thai chicken salad as well.
Wow.
It all looks wonderful. And they've got beer, they've got water, they've got beer, and they've got, this is actually, Jim, lychee nectar?
Lychee nectar is fantastic.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, we gotta try this.
All you do is squeeze the lychee and you get some really sweet stuff out of there. I don't need any of those magic fruit.
It's done for you already.
The lychee does it for me already.
No juice and no sticky hands.
Tell me about this building, because it's just a fascinating building.
Well, this building is a replica of a pioneer home that was donated to the park in the 80s. And it was actually picked up, put on a truck, and driven down the road and placed here in the park.
Really?
Yeah, now when Hurricane Andrew came and did his business here, the Parks Department felt so strongly about the heritage of the area that we rebuilt the building exact replica.
It's gorgeous. It's the white plank floors. It looks like something that came from 100 years ago. And they did it extraordinarily well. Working here must be wonderful.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Now,
I have no doubt about it.
The things you cook in the kitchen, how often do you take things out of the park and utilize?
Quite often. Quite often. We use our fresh greens from the park.
Right.
Carrots, lettuce, cabbages. We use whatever fruits that are in season, we use in our smoothies and our shakes.
Right.
So as often as they come in season, we'll use them in here.
Right. Now, this isn't the only building at the park when you first come in. There is the
Park Admissions building, which is also their gift shop.
gift shop.
And
That's
they
what I
have
was
a
trying to say.
wonderful gift shop.
You almost cleaned it out already.
I did. I said I'm going to go first because I may not be able to go later. And they had hummingbird feeders. They've got other bird feeders. They have all kinds of different fruits you can taste. I tried a rose apple. So good. They have all kinds of chutneys and oils, like chili oil and all kinds of.
Can I translate for you? For Kentucky, that means oil. I try to help along as we go. Just let me know if I can do anything else for you. I have to tell you, look and say, huh?
Well, I understood. I speak fluent Kentucky.
You do good. Yeah. See, I'm easy to understand. This lobster roll.
How is it?
Oh my goodness, Jimmy, you got to taste it.
I will. And this is the menu. It's a beautiful. I love the design of the menu too. Mango Cafe. And all kinds of things. There's a lot of different specials. They do a quesadilla and a pulled pork sandwich. They got specialty pizzas too, huh? How often do you change this menu? Often or not that much?
No, honestly, not that much. We try to keep it the way that it is.
Right.
Our locals and the people that usually come here know it. Our
And they love
bestseller,
it.
and they love it.
Yeah. Well, and tell me about who comes in, because I have a feeling the locals just love this.
Oh, awesome. The locals, that's what I get most of the time. During our lunch rush, it's our locals. Whatever nurseries that are out here, that's what we'll get.
And are your hours the same?
Always the same, 11:30 to 4:30. Open 365.
Oh, really? That's a wonderful schedule for you, except when you got to come in on Christmas.
Well, Thanksgiving and Christmas, we are closed.
363.
Right, 363.
Okay.
Right.
Same as the park.
Yeah.
This is killer.
Yeah, it really is wonderful. What drew you here?
I would say the atmosphere. When I first came here, I started off as a guest service representative, but I've always worked in the cafe. And I've always loved the atmosphere when I came around here. First of all, I didn't know that this was here till I came here. And the atmosphere, the park itself, it was what drew me to stay here.
You're really like a family here, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not just the people who work here; it's the entire community. You can
Right.
see that with
Yes.
the people that we've had on the show. They all
Yes.
come in.
And all the farmers, they know one another. They try to help one another.
Right.
What a concept, right?
Oh, well,
Everyone knows everyone in the community. Yeah, small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the old-fashioned way we always assumed about farmers. They always helped each other. Somebody's tractor broke down, you helped over there, and if you had a problem with something, you fixed it, and you all did it together. The Fruit and Spice Park has been here for how long? 100 years, did we say?
It was opened 1944.
1944. Okay. All right. So we're not quite that
But
far.
this area and this location was used as a park even before it was a park. So that's going back. Our historic building goes back to the early 1900s.
Right.
And it was first used as a research station for the USDA back then to research how to grow citrus in this area.
Did we always know that things would grow extraordinarily well here?
It's our little bit of perfect tropical climate down here that allows us to grow these things. We go a little bit too far north, it gets a little too cold in the winter, and it'll kill these tropical fruits.
So it's a microclimate here
Yes.
that's allowing us to grow all these wonderful different things.
The extreme tip of South Florida is just that little sweet spot where we can grow all these.
And you're probably still learning every day something new.
You can learn something every day, and that's the best part. You asked me earlier what my favorite part was. One, my favorite part is the lobster roll. Second part is learning something every day.
Got to try it now.
Oh,
I've got to try it.
It
It
is
looks delicious.
famous. I got to try the salad too.
You know, it's,
This is beautiful. It's homey. It's fun.
we can see people coming in
There's
just to hang out. That's what
Just
I
to
like
hang
about it.
out. Yeah.
We do get a lot of people who come just to hang out.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I could drive them crazy here.
I think you already have, right?
I mean, it's got such a homey feel. When we were walking through, I mean, it was the height of day and it's hot outside, but there's a breeze, there's shade, there's always the trees.
Jim, how far do you think to say downtown Miami would we be right here?
Oh, it's about 25, 30 miles from here.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. You know what? And I came down along the turnpike from Miramar, and it was really easy to get to. And that's why I encourage everybody to come down. You're going to learn a lot here, but you're also going to have a wonderful, relaxing day. Come here to the Mango
Kids
Cafe
will
and
love it.
have lunch. The kids will love it. You'll learn a lot of things, and they'll enjoy it. You know, sometimes we stay in the middle of the city for too long, and we don't realize that just
Around the
30
bend.
miles away, we're right here,
Yeah.
the Fruit and Spice Park. But there's a lot of fun things to do here. What's next for it? Do you think this will change? No, I guess not.
Well, I hope this park never changes, except for the
me
better.
Right.
The area, is slowly changing, and there's constant pressure. But the best thing we can do is be as successful in this way as we can, and that preserves it.
And you have more and more tourists coming down here, right?
We do.
We were just talking about that.
We do. We get about half of our visitors are tourists,
Yep.
and half are local. I mean,
Right.
we're within 50 miles of how many million people,
Right.
and we still get quite a lot of out of town foreign visitors.
Jim, earlier you were telling me that this one little area that we're in now with the cafe and the gift shop, there was a church on this property too at one point. This was the hub of the community.
And a post office, right?
Post office
Right.
and general little store and the whole thing. So this was the hub of the budding Redland community about 100 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Downtown Redland. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah, basically it was.
Red was the main drag, north-south.
Right, exactly right.
Big dirt road main drag.
And how has it changed since the hurricane? You were here. You were not here during the hurricane,
No,
were
I
you?
wasn't.
But you were during Andrew. I'm talking about.
Yes, yeah, it's changed quite a bit. If you didn't know it before, you wouldn't know the difference now, really.
Because
But-
everything grows so fast, doesn't it?
We lost a lot of mature trees. We lost a lot of
Can only
people
imagine how
that
it was.
moved out of the area afterwards. So the area changed in that way, but amazingly, most of the farmers and growers persevered and rebuilt homes, rebuilt businesses.
And how about the park itself? You must have lost everything.
Yeah, the park was decimated.
So you had to refine species to bring back into the park.
We did, and took the opportunity to replant in the ethnobotanical regions. So we were able to replant the park in the ethnobotanical regions by, tropical Americas, Africa, South Pacific, Asia,
Those connections.
and using our connections with other botanic gardens, and also from buying trips abroad, collecting trips to
okay.
Asia, repopulate the park.
Well, it's just a gorgeous place. Again, it's a fruit and spice park.
A
And
real hidden gem of
Jim,
South Florida.
and you know your food is delightful.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'm just eating my way through.
I'm trying to talk for her because
Yeah.
I always do that. We'll be back with more right after this. I'd eat this, drink that, go. Thanks, guys.